Hey friends, welcome back to the KidMin Word. I'm so glad you're with me today. Thank you so much for allowing me to come alongside of you in your walk with the Lord and in your ministry journey. Today we're in Ephesians 3 and we're going to focus on verse number 6. Paul said this mystery is that the Gentiles are fellow heirs, members of the same body, and partakers of the promise in Christ Jesus through the gospel. Now listen, this was a huge moment that the Gentiles are brought in because for years people believed that God's promises were just a specific group. But Paul is saying, listen, that mystery, it's been revealed. The gospel is for everyone. And while that may seem obvious to us now, it's something that we have to keep reminding ourselves of in ministry, because if we're not careful, we'll start categorizing kids. And we don't mean to, but it just happens. Let me give you a few examples. We notice the kids who are easy to lead, as opposed to those who are a little bit more challenging, right? We notice the kids who come from strong, supportive Christian families and the ones who just honestly bring a lot or carry a lot of baggage. And slowly and subtly, we can start to treat them different. But the gospel doesn't work that way, right? The gospel is not selective. It's not reserved for the easy kids. It's not reserved for the put-together kids. It's for every child. That child who interrupts your lesson, the gospel is for them. That child with special needs or disabilities, the gospel is for them. That child who barely engages, the gospel is for them. What about the kid who shows up with a complicated story? That's right. The gospel is for them. And here's what's powerful. You get to be a part of how they experience that truth. You get to create environments where every child feels seen, where every child feels valued, where every child knows they belong. And that's no small thing. That is kingdom work. So today, I want to encourage you to slow down, take a moment, and ask, is there a child that I've been overlooking? Is there a kid that maybe I have quietly written off as a little too difficult or challenging? And then ask God to give you His heart for that child. Because when you begin to see the kids the way that God sees those kids, it will literally transform the way you lead. Now, tomorrow we're going to talk about something much more personal. What to do when you feel unqualified or not enough for what God has called you to do. You're not going to want to miss it. I can't wait to see you tomorrow for our next KidMin Word.